going on, guys? My name is Anthony. I know a thing or two about making money online. I run an Amazon business that does over $500,000 in sales every single year, and I think I can help you start making money online, or if you already start making money online, make a little bit more. And if you guys are new here, I make it lecture style in my office here. I don't run no fancy edits. I just want to give you raw information. And if you want to take notes, you're more than pleasure. But I'm just here to share my experience. And I'm not done growing as a seller, right? I want to hit that $1 million mark. I think I can hit the $1 million mark this fiscal year. But anyways, less about that. We're not even going to talk about necessarily Amazon today. We're talking about how to make money online in 2024, how to pick what we want to go in, how to actually succeed at it. And again, I think I know how to do it because in the past 3 years, I built this business where it is and I do it full time. All right. So that's a little bit of introduction to myself. The types of ways to make money online, you have to find which one you want to actually go with before you actually start your business or side hustle, which you start, right? Because you start as a side hustle, then you become a business. So there's a plethora of businesses to do and anything e-commerce, right? We're really gonna specify with e-commerce and go with that today because making money online is these days unlimited, right? So through social media, you have so many avenues. It's insane, to be honest. There's never been a better time to make money online than in today in 2024, and I'm gonna just talk about the whole e-commerce venture. And through e-commerce, you have Shopify, you have TikTok Shop, you obviously have Amazon, and through Amazon you have subsections, right? Like, are you doing private labeling? Are you doing reselling? Are you doing wholesale? You have Walmart that's now coming into the picture, but that's the same thing, right? We're going through like a fulfillment center, we're sending it to the customers. Then there's garage selling, shout out to Gary Vee, but there's good business in there. There's Facebook Marketplace flipping, there's Etsy. There's so many ways to make money, but there is a different strategy to them all, certainly with e-commerce. And what I think is the most important things to know when picking a business model is a couple of questions. And I invite you to write these down. And then whenever you have a business idea for e-com, at least, and this applies to a lot of different types of businesses online, but for e-commerce specifically, here are some questions you need to know. How much marketing is involved? This is number one for me because marketing is hard. People make it sound easy and you're able to just market yourself online and every second person's a social media manager these days. But going viral, getting a decent amount of reach on certainly when it comes to like business or trying to sell a product is hard. Go look at most of these Temu like ads. You'll go into the comments and people are commenting, "Nice try, Diddler. Nice try, Diddy." Right? Like, why? Because people have seen all these products, a lot of times Chinese products, being marketed, and they're tired of it. So they're kind of like revolting against it. That's why anything social media is a little bit harder the minute there's a brand associated or a product associated with it. So you need to know like how much marketing is involved, and if there is a lot. An example, your own Shopify store, well, you need to get the eyeballs to your website, and then you need to convert them on top of that. So you have two levels of marketing on it. You have the marketing where you need to get the traffic, and then you have the marketing where you need to make sure that your website is efficient in its conversions and will actually get the client to go through the whole beginning to end process and actually buy your product. So that's, again, Shopify, a lot of marketing needed. The other opposite is Amazon, no marketing needed because you're reselling already known brand products. And I know this makes Amazon sound like the best choice. Obviously, I do Amazon. I'm going to be biased, but Amazon does have its cons. But for Amazon, I'm not doing any marketing. I'm buying products that I already know the sales volume. It's oftentimes a brand that already has brand recognition, and I'm just fulfilling it. So there's no marketing needed there. So that's the first question again. How much marketing is needed for this business model? How do I plan on doing it? And it's going to be a lot harder than you think. You could maybe do it, but it's going to be a lot harder than you think. Next, how easy is it to fulfill whatever you want to sell? So you'll have for Shopify, I'm going to do a lot of Shopify versus Amazon, but a lot of times eBay, Marketplace, Etsy is going to be similar to what I'm going to say. So again, how easy is it to fulfill? Well, for Shopify, it's generally pretty easy because you'll have linked to either AliExpress or another type. I'm not really in that type of business, and you'll go ahead and link your website to it. And when a customer buys from your website, well, that third party Chinese seller will ship on your behalf. So that's the general easy way to fulfill versus Amazon, where you need to buy the product. That's already in and of its case. Like I'm buying the product on Amazon before I get the sale. Shopify is the opposite. So you're actually fulfilling only after the sale, whereas you're fulfilling before the sale with Amazon. And the actual fulfillment to the customer is done through Amazon, right? So I don't know if that was a little bit confusing, but with Shopify, the fulfillment to the customer is essentially done for you automatically. But so does Amazon do that. But the fulfillment when Amazon comes to fulfilling to the actual Amazon fulfillment center and having your inventory stored there so it becomes prime, and then Amazon can ship the product on your behalf. But then what comes after the fulfillment? Comes customer service. And with Shopify, you'll need to take care of the customer all throughout. Certainly, if you want to build a good brand, tying in a little bit to marketing, where Amazon, after the fulfillment is done to the customer, that is also being taken care of by Amazon. So you don't have any customer service to do. So you can argue which side is better on that. But what does Shopify really have? Because right now it's sounding like the marketing, Amazon wins because you don't have any marketing. How easy it is to fulfill, that you can throw up in the air, but the post-fulfillment process is definitely Amazon wins. Margins is where you're going to win with Shopify, because if you're able to get good marketing and you're able to have an efficient system when it comes to everything customer service related and your refund policies, well, your margins can look a lot healthier than Amazon. So that's something. Margin won't play necessarily a huge role because we're looking at the big picture and how much we're actually making in profit at the end of the month. Because I don't care if someone's making 10% margin, but if he's making $10,000 a month and the other person's making 30% margin, but they're only taking home $3,000, I will take the $10,000 a month every single day with a smaller margin. But we want to know, whatever business model you're going with, what do the margins look like? It's very important to ask these questions beforehand. And there's a lot of questions out there you can ask yourself, but the last question I would ask, and it plays a pivotal role, how much money do I need to start this business? Don't ever listen to somebody that tells you, yes, you can start this business model with $0. Because essentially, yes, you can start a lot of business models with $0, but you're starting so far behind that you're handicapping yourself right away to the point where you're going to fail eventually because you're making it hard on yourself. If you currently have a 9-to-5, funnel money from your 9-to-5 into this side hustle, into this business. If you don't have a 9-to-5 and you're living at your parents' place, find a way to make money to funnel money into your side hustle. So if you want to start selling on Amazon, well, start quick flipping stuff on Marketplace to then get money for Amazon or Shopify. Because Shopify, you don't need any money unless you want to set aside some money for advertising. But wouldn't it be better if you had $1,000 to take professional pictures and you would pay someone $2,000 to design a professional website? Probably make it easier. And what if you had a budget to do this for 4 or 5 different products? So the first one, you might have spent $2,000 on the marketing and it failed. Well, if you have 10,000, you have 5 more tries. And you're giving a best shot at actually succeeding, because yes, you can learn how to do it yourself, or you can see how. I've never succeeded at Shopify. I'm just trying to make the point where if you're putting in more money, you have a better chance at success. And if you want to succeed at this side hustle and turn it into a business like Amazon, like I've done with Amazon, well, you need to take it seriously and handle it like if it was a real business from day one. And that means actually investing in it. And not only investing money, because there's three secrets to succeeding online. We're 10 minutes in and I'm revealing it now. Money, obsession, and starting. So just starting is the right step. A lot of people will do research on a business for months. And I've said this to people. I promise you, I've said this to multiple people, and it's literally come to fruition. I tell them you have to pick a date and start, because you will never start unless you pick a day. If you want to take 2 months to study, okay, pick a date in the calendar 2 months from now and say, on this day, I will start, if whether I feel ready or not. And they told me, yeah, I will do that. And they never did. And guess what? They never started. And 2 years later, I'm doing this full time and they're telling me, wow, you've actually made it. And they didn't do anything. It sucks for them. And I feel bad for them. If they would have just listened to me and started, then things may have been different. But once you start, you need to be obsessed. That's number 2, right? You need to be obsessed every single day for 2 months, 3 months, 1 year, 2 years. I need to think about this business every single day. If you don't do that, you probably won't make it. And the last thing is money. And you need to invest properly and efficiently. You can't invest like a dummy. Don't go spending all your bankroll right away and not leaving room for growth, because you're going to make mistakes, and that's fine, and you're going to grow, but then you're going to get to a point where you need, whether it's Shopify, Amazon, or any other business model, you're going to need money to invest in either tools to make you more efficient, tools to help you scale more, or just straight up more inventory if it's an inventory-based business like Amazon. Right? So if you want to recap, like how much, what do you need to do in 2024 to make money online? It's pick a business model and start. Ask the right questions before, answer them, try to forecast a year ahead and what you need, and then just start. Because most of the lessons that you're going to learn online, making money online, are going to come from doing, and not doing the research beforehand and being ready for every single scenario, because they're probably not, like, half of them are probably not going to happen. The other half, yeah, it might happen, but it's not going to happen right away. You're going to learn through doing, and everything that's essential, you will end up learning, or else you won't succeed. And if you just never quit, you will win. So that's this video today. Hopefully you guys got a little motivation. Just pick something, man. Pick something to make money with, and just go all out with it. There's a unlimited YouTube videos out there. You don't need to pay a dime to anybody. You just need to invest in yourself and actually believing in yourself. So I'm gonna end it here. 13 minutes. Hope it was a good video.